All right. All righty. Here we go. Let me get my pods in here. Working. My drink. Let's see who we can get on. All right. What's up? Hussy, what's going on? Lex Luthor. Nice. Look at all these fine people. Okay, guys, I see your request to go live with us. We'll have to do that at another time because this is our podcast night. Should we do that again? Maybe we'll do that. Lex, what's up? Good evening.
Hey, how you doing?
What's up, brother? Maybe we'll do that. I just got I was getting a lot of requests. Hold on, let me move this down for other folks to join, which that might be fun doing just opening up one of these days for whoever to join.
Because we could do that one of these days.
Yeah, because God knows, you know what? Most of these people are probably way more entertaining than you and I. Let's be honest,
yeah,
right?
Without a doubt.
So, what's going on, brother?
A lot. The other week was my wife's birthday, so of course she deserves anything she wants for her birthday. So we had some whole ribeye that I smoked for some incredible sandwiches, some, of course, poppers, some ahi tuna bites.
Ooh. Dude, your ahi tuna bites are something special.
I got to tell you, I came up with this wasabi aioli that really could go on any sandwich too, and that's what makes those a whole new level. Not to mention, the ahi, which is just a star in its own right.
Right.
Your duck's looking good back there.
Thank you. Peace, love, and smoke says sandwiches.
Yeah, but tell me about your last weekend, Craig.
Holy mackerel! So I'm still recovering from it. So listen, a couple of things. We haven't been on for I think maybe 3 weeks, 2 weeks, whatever. We had to kind of skip a week because frankly, Instagram banned me after our last podcast where I was, I had 47 Tanqueray and tonics out at the pool in Arizona. But we're back. So last weekend, this was a lot of fun. So I got invited by a few guys that were on the New England Pitmasters barbecue page group on.
Your sound's kind of going in and out a little bit, Craig. I don't know if it's your earpods or not.
It might be on your side because I'm hearing you going in and out. Let's ask the people. Are both of us going in and out? That could be a problem. All right, I'm gonna keep on trying here. So
you sound good now.
Okay, good. All right. So anyway, long story short, I got invited to my first ever and our first ever KCBS barbecue up in New Hampshire, Granite State. Oh, just big. Can you guys hopefully? Okay, good. All right. Technology. So we got invited to cook out of the Granite State barbecue competition and on KCBS. We also did an STA, the state part of it, and it was a blast.
Craig, you're real in and out. Is my
right.
sound going in and out or just Craig's?
Go on. Who knows?
We got to get it good before we get the real stars of today's show on.
All right, I'm taking off the pods. I'll just have to talk a little bit.
You're good now.
All right. Yeah, I know. I don't know, Craig. All right, everybody's saying I'm cutting out. Just Craig. All right, I'm a loser. Okay, guys, I took out the pods. What do you want from me? So anyway, we barbecued. All four meats: pork, ribs, brisket, and chicken. For those of you that have ever done a KCBS type of competition, you know that it is totally different than cooking in your backyard and the way that I would normally smoke my ribs or brisket. But it was a super fun deal, totally exhausting. We learned a lot. The other teams, and there were some phenomenal teams there, were super friendly and gracious, helping out some newbies. So it was a good time.
I saw some of your boxes for the first time there. It looked pretty impressive.
Thank you. You know, we yeah, we got a 14 in pork, 14 out of 35 teams, if I remember right. So we were 4 out of, getting a call. But yeah, it was, hey, listen, I personally, I just didn't want to come last at anything. I figured anything better than last, we were good to go. So, yeah, it was a good.
It is a totally different kind of cooking too, like you said. Trimming off all the fat on things where I like, for taste wise, keeping a lot of that fat on when you're not doing competition. So.
Yep. Yeah. No, it was. It was a blast. So.
Have we found Arteflame on there yet?
You know what? They are on. Here we go. I just invited them a few times, so let's see. North 40 Beef, what's going on?
They've got some. I just ate a bunch of their great American Wagyu chuck roast that I made into tacos this week. Oh, the marbling on that was amazing.
All right. Let's see. They're saying it said Arteflame is not able to join. So, listen.
There
Jennifer,
they are.
Hey, guys.
Well, talk about a couple of people that class up our show, Craig.
You know what?
Right?
I know.
I like it.
Although I do have the Team Arteflame shirt on, I feel like I'm very underdressed for this occasion.
I didn't want to show mine's a tattoo across my chest, but I'll just leave that covered.
Well, listen, as you guys know, I've still got a lot more clothes on than I had last time we did the podcast. So that's probably a good thing.
Which we are all thankful for.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it did give him a remarkable jump in audience, though.
Yeah.
I think I caused everybody to lose followers a few weeks ago. I'm back up to 4 followers, so I'm good. I've recaptured. So listen.
How are you guys?
So
Very
we were
good.
just chatting. So welcome Jennifer, Michiel from Arteflame, and we're thrilled to have you guys. I mean, I feel like we know you guys, so it was about time that we had you on here and had a little fun and let the rest of the folks kind of figure out a little bit about you guys and the company and all that good stuff. So first of all, thanks for joining.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thanks, guys. We're excited.
Super
Hi, everybody.
And as you see, Craig's got a nice, is that a Culver duck back there going?
Thank you very much. Yes, I wanted to, I definitely, a beautiful day like today, I had to be cooking something. And Culver duck, which Jennifer Michiel know, one of our great partners for Team Arteflame, I still had one of their whole ducks. I'm like, perfect. I can put it on the rotisserie. Get a little orange marmalade going on, and it's just doing its thing. And I'm just hoping that I'm not going to overcook it while we're talking. So
how long does it take to cook the duck?
So I'm thinking probably about an hour and a half.
Okay.
So it's been on for an hour and 29 minutes. So no. Hasn't gone that
He's
long.
already taken over the show. He's asking you questions.
I know, right?
That's what we want.
The only thing that's unexpected is that you haven't, Jen. So, I know that's coming, though.
Now back here, I have from Billy Dome Meats, I have a lamb shoulder that they prepare so nicely and make it easy for us to throw on the rotisserie. So I seasoned that up, put a little rosemary around it, have that going on the fire, threw in some of the bourbon-proof bourbon blocks, too, for a little extra flavor in the smoke there.
Wonderful.
Oh, so good. So that's, and the nice thing is, you kind of set this and forget it. I throw the meter thermometers in there and probes in there, and it tells me when it's ready, and I pull it off. It's kind of a fun way to do it.
Yeah.
So we can focus on you guys during this time.
That's right.
Yeah, perfect.
So that being said, so nice transition, Dave. So let's do that. So, guys, listen. Obviously, again, Dave and I have gotten to know you really well. We all feel like family. GSN, I saw the question earlier. We'll get back to that. That's a great question. But hang on for a second. Don't let me forget. So let's start out. Introduce yourselves. Kind of tell us a little bit about how you guys started with this whole thing.
Okay. Well, this is my husband, Michiel. He's the brains and the brawn and all that. And I'm Jennifer. And together we created something that we're just still so grateful that people understand and they get it and they love it. And really it came about because, as you all know, the story, many of you felt this way. You had a grill that you were relegated to the corner of a yard. It was a lonely job. And I said to my husband, we need to design something. This is not working for me. You know, everybody forgets about mom in the corner. And we wanted something that was, I wanted to have it circular so the kids could come around. We could socialize around it. I wanted it to be quality. And yes, girls, I wanted it easy to clean. And I wanted it to be beautiful. And my husband answered,
Yeah, easy. I can do that.
he's like, is that all? And he really created a prototype for us to use, and friends came around and they loved it. And we thought, well, maybe we have something here.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, so I've been in manufacturing my whole life. So to make something out of steel, for me, it's exactly what I like to do and what I'm good at. So we started making different prototypes and testing different things. And then a friend of mine had a restaurant. He says, you know, wow, I could use one of those in my restaurant. So little by little, we started manufacturing and start selling them more. And I think the core value for us is the steel and the amount of steel we use in all of our products. We make things that last. And when we're in doubt, add more steel. That's kind of our motto.
Let's go into that a little further then with because what sets, after getting your grill, what sets it apart in my mind right away, and it takes you about 5 seconds to notice when you go to pick it up, what's the manufacturing process like for you? And tell us some of the things that, you know, makes yours a little different. And also, you know, we'll touch on some other topics, but let's start with the manufacturing process here.
great question.
Yeah, so the grills that you both have is actually spun on the same machine that, or actually it's spun on a machine, making it out of a single piece of corten steel. So the idea behind that is there's no welds, there's no seams, and it looks very organic, as if it grew on a tree, if you will. I mean, it's just a single piece. So that means that we have large laser cutters, and then we form them, and we use the steel is all corten steel is what we use. And corten steel is also called weathering steel or architectural steel. And one of the things about that is that it is extremely rust resistant. It develops this beautiful patina, and that actually protects it from rusting through any further. Yeah, and it lasts a lifetime. It really is a beautiful material to work with.
And each one is organic, so everyone that buys an Arteflame, they'll notice they have a unique patina that develops, and so every single grill is individual. It's a beautiful piece, and it's made to be outside. And our factory, I just want to mention to the guys, everybody at the factory, is in Cincinnati, Ohio, in the heartland, and I was born there, I was raised there, and makes us very proud to be able to produce this in America and to...
Yeah, I was born in Holland, so I feel like America welcomed me, and I'm very proud to repay that by only buying American products, only American steel. We don't buy anything from overseas. We only employ Americans, and we're one of the few grill companies that does that. But I'm very proud of that. Yeah, and it also allows us to really keep close tabs on the quality we manufacture, since we manufacture everything ourselves in Cincinnati.
And also, we're able to change things. If people ask us or they give us feedback, which we are absolutely open to and have been throughout the years, and our team, we can change things within a day or two and send out new.
What's great too with being in Cincinnati there, and what I'm blown away with is with the Arteflame, there's all these other extra fun parts to do a walk, to do a rotisserie, to do these things. And when you order that, and even when you order the grill, in the barbecue world, we tend to wait for things. The speed at which delivery comes for this grill and every piece, I felt like when I ordered the rotisserie, the doorbell rang, it was so fast. I mean, it was, but that's something that's outstanding with you guys. And I just want to say from our side of things, we don't get that a lot in this industry. So to have something that gets there that quickly is another plus, not to mention the quality side.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You do take great pride in turnover. It's within 24 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I see
incredible.
What's the difference between the Ophir and the Arteflame?
Yep.
Actually, I was involved in designing the Ophir as well, and that was kind of our first bite at the apple, you know, first kind of way of trying it. And the Ophir is still the same design from 6 years ago now. And that was my first design together with the owner of Ophir. And we've learned a lot since then. So one of the things that we have learned is that airflow is very, very important. And you'll see that these grills can actually have a grill grate for a flush cooktop, which means that we have an accessory ring underneath the cooktop. You can put the grill grate in it and there's no ridges or anything. We could never do that on the original Ophir because Ophir does not have any airflow whatsoever. It is a closed system. So you cannot have a grill grate on the Ophir, nor can you have any of these accessories on the Ophir because there's no airflow. So we learned a lot since then. And just like all the accessories, whenever we learn things and we improve things, we incorporate
Change it right away.
very, very quickly. So I think we're now on our 9th generation Arteflame, and all of that has been really improvements on the airflow and the internals on the Arteflame. The external has always remained the same, but inside of it, we have seen a lot of development. So between the Ophir and the Arteflame is 6 solid years of development that really make the Arteflame as unique and as well performing as it is today.
By the way, Crazy Chicken Cat, I see your said looks amazing and you want to add one to your barbecue alley. Beyond interested. Stay tuned because Craig and I are going to give away a special where you get $300 worth of different kinds of meats to go with an order here over the next 10 to 15 days. We might make it 15 if we're feeling nice. We'll see. But so stay tuned for that. And you can find out on our video afterwards all the information on that, and Craig and I will also post that. But
see, Dave won't even tell me. He doesn't trust me with this, with the high level information about
Craig.
these, so.
Craig leaks secrets, so we had to keep that quiet. Now, one thing I'll tell you that I've heard sometimes with the Arteflame is people occasionally, because everybody, when you make something nice, people, I don't want to bash any companies, but people make a cheaper version. And sometimes the cheaper versions are great and different things. And sometimes things are priced expensive just because they're expensive, you know, and sometimes they're priced expensive because they're quality. It takes 2 minutes after getting the Arteflame to realize the quality. And any argument about price for me went out the window as soon as I unpacked it. So it speaks for itself. And that's a credit to how you guys designed it and how your shop does it in Ohio. So
thank you. And we're so glad that you bring this point out. We get this over and over again. And, you know, with the price of steel going up and our margins are already quite low, we really want to explain, you know, and I think Michiel does it so well, about the type of steel we use and the process and what goes into it and what makes it so expensive.
Yeah, and one of the things, for instance, on our cooktops, we use a process, it's called pickled steel. If you buy steel and they make it in the mill, when the steel cools, it actually develops a scale on top of the steel which has a lot of the imperfections in it. And if we see some of our foreign competitors, they just take this steel and they send it out to you. Well, that also means that each time you cook on it, you're eating all of these imperfections.
It's not safe.
And you know, if you look at the steel coming out of China, that's perfectly acceptable there. But we're an American company, and in America, that is totally unacceptable. So we go through an enormous process where we make sure that all the steel is completely free of all of the scale and all of the imperfections. And that's why when you get a grill, it's ready to cook. Yep. It's food grade. We use lasers that precision cut it so there's no imperfections on the sides of the grill where you have these striations, you call them, that are typical for plasma cutters. So we really go through a process and an elaborate process, I would say, to make the grill what it is today. And it looks deceptively simple, But to make it look that simple is actually quite a process.
Right.
Yeah, there's a lot of engineering in there, right?
But the simplicity coming to us, we like at the end route, because that makes it easy to cook with, versatile to use with different things. So that's appreciated. So basically, to sum up your manufacturing, high quality, made in the USA, fast shipping. I mean, and an incredibly versatile unit with the new parts you guys constantly have coming out and that we've already get to use.
Yeah.
So
that sums it up. That's a beautiful.
And that's also thank you to you guys and all of our customers for sending us feedback, because we share the feedback with everybody in the factory that wants to look at it. So all the feedback, good or bad, gets reviewed. And some people just have great ideas that they share with us, and we constantly innovate and improve our product based on all of the feedback we receive.
That's awesome. Hey, so guys, before I go on to my next question, I just want to catch up. We got a lot of love going on in the chat. So GSN 9029 was asking about the difference between the two grills. Also asked about the availability. That ties into kind of one of those questions, the fast shipping. Everything's available, and you get it quick. You order it. Geez, I think I ordered something a few days ago, and I got it within 2 or 3 days, regular shipping. So you want something, you go to arteflame.com. It's available.
We might as well give you the little teaser here, too. If you guys want to order within the next 15 days, you can contact Cmac or myself, DM us, and we'll walk you through how to do it. But we're going to be giving away a package for $100 of meat from Billy Doe Meats for some amazing lamb, and they have goat as well that's just so well done. Culver Duck Farms, and also North 40 doesn't know it yet, but we're going to take care of you no matter what with a $100 gift certificate from them as well for some great American Wagyu. So $300 when you buy a new grill. Over the next 15 days, all you have to do is contact Cmac or myself first, and we'll make sure it all gets set up for you.
That's great.
That's
see
awesome.
a question about the sun. This steel is made. This is absolutely made to be out in the elements. It doesn't matter if you're in a salt air or sun in a dry climate. This is weathering steel. This is architectural steel. You'll see it in public works. You'll see it in lots of public areas. It is made to be outside, so no fear there.
No fear. And the cooktop actually is made of 1/2-inch thick steel. Weighs 170 pounds.
It's not going anywhere.
Yeah, and unless you get really close to the sun, it's not going to work.
You might be able to cook an egg without putting any wood in it. But
you might.
It will be fine, though.
That's right.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
All right. So, hey, Kenny Price, I know you sent around the text messages, the videos. That's Instagram, bro. We can't control, the scrolling of text. We have nothing to do with that. So, I know that you would love to see everybody without the text on their faces, but
That's why they put me down in this corner, like Cubby Hawk said. We put the beautiful people up top and to the other side.
I'm not sure about that. So listen, Freddie Meats also, how can we help spread the word on the West Coast, California to be exact? Well, listen, I know for a fact that, I think I know for a fact that I think California and Florida are 2 of your highest sales state, right? Probably because of the weather.
Yeah, besides New York, yeah, absolutely.
So California is definitely in the top 3. Quite a few months. It's actually the #1 state for our sales.
Yeah. So Freddie, I'll tell you how I spread the word around here now that so I'm a California guy. Now I live in New England. I share pictures of this. I bring my friends over, and even in my little town here in northern Massachusetts, you'd be amazed on how many Arteflame grills and inserts we've got here now. So they really kind of help, they sell themselves once you see them. But appreciate the question.
Thank you. Customers are our best word of mouth. Our customers, we love you. We can't say enough about you. You are our family. We welcome you to our family with every purchase, and we are so grateful every day. We do a little hip hip hooray with every sale, still to this day. And
we are very aware that without customers, there is no Arteflame. There's no point to it.
No.
So that's always absolutely #1 is our customers, and make sure that you get what you want. and that we supply the quality that
Yep.
you're expecting.
We love you. Thank you guys. Yeah.
Yep. JB Team 110 received his insert or his Arteflame for Father's Day 4 years ago. What? That's a good Father's Day present.
Nice.
In California, still going strong. Appreciate that, brother. Mark Calvo, what's going on?
Tell your wife, hey, tell your wife it's Father's Day coming up.
That's right.
And you get $300 of meat.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, what's going on, Cubby Hawk? All right, listen. I think we caught up on the chat. So we're all sitting here talking about social media and the chat and all that stuff. So let's talk about that a little bit. So we've got a little Team Arteflame going, right? But we've got a bunch of things that, especially you, Jennifer, since that's kind of where your focus is, from a social media perspective, that we've got going on. We've got some youngsters. We got some UK stuff. So kind of tell everybody what's going on in the world of social media and Arteflame.
Yeah, thanks. One of the things that I'm passionate about and that we had a vision all along was you can't do this alone. We're not in this alone. And the more people, the better. We wanted to make this a family atmosphere, and we're in it for fun. I mean, we have met the most wonderful customers who've become friends, and then now who've become a team. And we just feel that this just increases everybody. There's nothing better than having a team that's there that can spread the word. And also another vision that I had is to really introduce this to the kids. The kids are so fun to work with, and kids these days are so disconnected. At least ours were. And I feel like this gives them an outlet to really get in with their families and get that camaraderie and that social aspect back of being around the neighborhood. And it's amazing how many people say that to us. It really brought the family back out together. So we did start a junior Arteflame team, and we're happy. We have little tryouts going on right now. So if you're interested, it's really fun.
Super fun.
We have companies jumping into support because it's important to a lot of companies out there is get the kids involved, get them out of the house, get them with their parents or neighborhood friends, whatever it takes. And they're going to send you all the supplies and products, the wood, the charcoal, the meats. It's all going to be supplied. And the kids get to meet each other in a Zoom community. And they're going to be all over the country. There's actually 2 in Canada, 2 little ones in Canada, which is real fun. So we're really excited.
Yeah, that's really fun.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So, I listen, I've got special interest in there because my daughter Riley is part of it.
Yes.
I'm a firm believer that anytime you can get your kids involved in cooking, it helps develop good habits and so forth. So that's awesome. Ben, what's going on? Appreciate the love there. I know that there have been some challenges sometimes getting the product overseas, right? But Michiel, I know you work day and night on that stuff. So as the product especially starts to get over on the other side of the pond, as they say in the UK, I believe there's also a Arteflame Team UK kind of in the works, right?
We are, yes.
Yeah, so one of the things in selling into the UK and now selling into the EU, it's a constant battle. UPS will only deliver to the airport and not to the home. And you can't have a customer in Holland, go by train to the airport and then pick up a 500-pound Arteflame. It's just not going to happen.
That's a little difficult.
Yeah, so this year we started manufacturing in Europe and we started manufacturing in the UK so that we can actually better supply all of our customers in Europe and in the UK with locally made parts. So some parts they can't make locally. For instance, the bowls that you guys have, we have to make those in the States and then ship them across. But a lot of the other parts are now starting to manufacture in Europe.
That's awesome because I know you get. I mean, I've gotten a bunch of DMs over the last year and a half of folks kind of overseas and so forth. How do we get our hands on it? So I mean, the want is there, right? And putting it together is not always easy. But yeah, that's funny. When you're telling that story, all I can picture is some guy trying to kind of get his big Arteflame on the train there and
Yeah.
hauling on the way back. So
Yeah. Yeah. And there's been the regular challenges because when shipments overseas with post-COVID, et cetera, we've sent a lot of product over in December and it just hit the shores last month. It's been challenging.
It's been challenging.
Hopefully we're getting past some of that, so that part should clean up for you guys there.
Yeah. No, and manufacturing there, I think will make a big difference. So slowly but surely, it is fun, and I'm really proud to say that Arteflame is becoming a real multinational, in this way, because people love the product, and that's really the only reason. People want it and love the product, and we're happy to make it and supply it. Absolutely.
And just something you mentioned about the team Europe. There are a lot of people excited to join the Arteflame team, and we love that, and it really is. It means a lot to us. But I think what's so significant is that they do see this small, intimate team that we have developed in the U.S. and this camaraderie you guys all have, and this friendship that have been developed, and the partnerships that have been made with companies wanting to jump in with this company and the team that we have, and the European guys had already suggested that they want the U.S. team to pass the torch over and hand it off to them because they want to duplicate. They sense the real charm and joy it has been to be on this team, and I think that makes us so proud. It really does.
It's super fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah, right?
It's fun. It's fun to be a part of. I'll tell you this. Not only is it a beautiful looking piece that's build quality, but it's so versatile that it's so fun to cook on that it challenges us. It makes you think of something new all the time, from, the pizza oven cooks to the different things you can do on it, to the wok now. There's really nothing you can't do with it. And the fun part about this is we're just getting into a time where people can come back together and be around each other. Sure. And this is meant to be cooked with a group too, or be entertaining with it. And so that's what's going to be even more fun this year for me to experience, because we didn't get to do that, unfortunately, much in a while here. So,
no, absolutely. So, I mean, listen, great stuff. We've had a lot of fun from a social media perspective too. But I think Dave wants to ask maybe about the future, right?
Well, a few things, because you guys have come up with a lot of products already this year, but do you have anything that's next, that's in the future? I know you'll always take advice from customers or other people, what they want to see, but is there anything in the pipeline that we don't know about?
Well, yes, there is. And I'm going to let my husband take over that, but before, we have a lot of people every day asking about the Black Label. It is coming back. We sold out, but it is coming back. We were hoping to have it beginning of the summer, and just so you all know, it's coming within a couple months.
Couple of months.
We hope, because we want one too. Trust me, we want one too.
But this is again, what we talked about before, quality. We made a Black Label, and we found a paint that was certified and was usable. But we just did not feel that it stood the test of time. So if you have a lot of grease on the side and you wipe it off, you can do that a couple of times, but over time you will wipe the paint with the grease off the side of your Arteflame grill. And that is not acceptable to us, because we really are dedicated to making a grill that lasts a lifetime. So what we are doing now is we are embarking on a completely new process where we enamel the outside of the grill with a custom-made enamel. And we put them in an oven at 1600 degrees. And after they bake, that will never come off.
You can't do anything to it.
You can rub till the cows come home, but you'll never rub it off.
That is really cool, and I like that. But I got to tell you, I love the patina on the classic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Too. I mean, it's just to me, it's a cool look, and why I think mispronounce you guys, because it's Arteflame, but I always say Arteflame because it is. Yeah. It's a piece of cooking art.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it is. It is.
But for those people that want to have a more of the black look, you know, the traditional
Sure.
look, we will have that available. But it takes a lot of time. There's nobody that makes anything like that in the world right now. So we're the first ones, and we actually work with the Enamel Institute trying to formulate the products so
Wow.
that it actually works
the
on this
best
kind
of
of
the
a
best
scale.
for our customers.
Yeah, but it takes a lot of time, a lot of effort behind the scenes. But once we come out with the product, it'll be second to none.
Yeah.
that
And
sounds really cool.
we have some new ones too.
Yeah, and then the other thing, and this was part because of Cmac. Cmac transports his 120 in the back of his truck, but he puts it in an ice bin that he then double purposes for his beer, you know, with the So we were thinking, you know, what can we do to make a grill that's more friendly, more portable? You can put it in the bottom of your RV, in the back of your car. So what we did is we designed a Euro 30 and a Euro 20 to go with the Euro 40 that you have behind you. And the Euro design is completely modular and slides together. So the feet will just slide together. The bowl will be as is, but it all will easily fit in the trunk of your car.
It's a sexy little grill.
That's
It is
awesome.
a sexy little grill.
So it'll be the same dimensions as the 120, but it'll be all taken apart and slide together. So
Wow.
it'll be a lot more compact.
That's super cool.
Very cool.
Sorry about that.
Very cool.
Yeah, so we'll have those somewhere midsummer. We'll start manufacturing those.
Okay, so now we've given you some softball questions. What we do with our last question, it's always a real hard-hitting,
Oh yeah, I
controversial,
can't wait. I can't
sometimes causes fights.
wait. Yeah.
But tell us,
we might get banned again.
tell us what the Arteflame and where this is produced, now it's produced, has to do with R2D2.
Yeah, such a fun question. Yes, we spin that amazing bowl in the factory that actually spun the dome of R2D2. So there's a little Star Wars in every single Arteflame, which is really super cool. I know we underplay that, but I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and I get tickled by that all the time.
That is fun. It's actually made on the exact same machine.
Yeah.
Wow.
Luke, there's only one in the world.
Luke, this is not your dog.
That's right. That's right.
That's fantastic. Well, listen.
There's Dave's dogs.
I know,
There's 5 of them here. They're trying to tell me that the lamb is basically done, which I do need to take it off right now real quick.
I know. I think my duck is. I can't wait to tear into this thing. So listen, as we wrap things up, first of all, Michiel and Jennifer, thank you so much for joining. We love you guys.
Oh, I love you guys
We
too.
love you guys.
Anytime.
Oh my
And
gosh.
Michiel, we talked earlier, and big props because you did pull out your most beautiful shirt for this. I love it.
I have to coordinate with my husband. My husband always steals the show. Always.
Yes.
Always.
Yes.
Yeah.
GSN has some great questions and is ordering one from Miami. So there you go.
Oh, we love
We'll get it
Miami.
right out to you.
Everybody in Miami.
Yeah, I love
Hello.
Miami.
We have kids
You will love it. You will love it. Starving Pig, I am going to break out the flambadoo again pretty soon. So. Hey, so as we wrap it up, Dave, hit everybody with what the contest giveaway. Whatever.
So one last time, and Cmac and I will both put out a post tomorrow as well. But you can DM either one of us, and just let us know if you buy within the next 10 to 15 days an Arteflame grill. We're going to give you from 3 amazing companies a $100 gift certificate each. Billy Doe Meats for you can basically have this amazing lamb.
Yum.
Yum.
And then Culver Duck, which is happening behind him there. And North 40 Beef, who I'm going to let them know they're a part of this later. But they've got a great American Wagyu.
That's our team. All
That's
right.
incredible stuff. So basically, just reach out to us. We'll make it known through our posts, and then we'll walk you through how to get one and do that. Great Father's Day gift of anybody needing a late one here. You'll definitely make them happy. And, guys, Father's Day gift, sometimes they forget us, so you can just get it for yourself and call it the Father's Day gift. That
Right?
works too.
Yeah,
So-
that's always a safe bet to do it like that.
Yeah. Just let her know what she got you later.
That's right.
But I also we want to thank you guys, because our team, we have learned and we have grown along with all of you. We have learned so much this last year having a team, and we're just so proud, and to see that we're all doing this together. So it couldn't have been better. And honestly, Craig, you had a lot to do with that.
Yeah.
And pushing us and
You
getting
sure
out
did,
of our
Craig.
comfort zone. And thank you. Thanks for everyone on our team. It's been a really great experience.
Well, listen, again, thank you guys for joining. This is a lot of fun. For all of our viewers and folks who are going to watch this on the other side, we appreciate you guys tuning in. Susan, get well soon. We see you. Cubby Hawk, Cubby Hawk, you and me will have to get in, do a little duo flambadoo there. I know you're my flambadoo boy. So,
Oh, Dave, that looks great.
Oh,
Wow,
it's so
Dave,
good.
that
I
came
can't
out
wait to
great.
eat it.
Wow.
man, you're carving yours up and everything. I'm way behind. But that Culver duck's looking really good.
Yeah, I made a little kind of a tzatziki / mint yogurt sauce. Gonna throw this in some sandwiches and devour this in about 5 minutes here.
Nice.
So, but again, thank you so much for all you guys do with the Arteflame too, because it's such a joy to cook on. Being a part of Team Arteflame, all the people that we work with too, it's so much fun. It makes the experience so enjoyable. Even dealing with Cmac isn't too bad. and Cmac, always thank you. And just everybody out there, remember, spread love through barbecue.
All right, guys.
Take care,
Love you
everybody.
guys.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Take care.